Hi, my name is Marcela. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about what is compassion. Compassion is the most beautiful way of love. It's the most beautiful side of love. Compassion means feeling for the other one, feeling what the other one is feeling and being able to do something about it. Not just like fixing the other people, the other person's situation, suffering or struggling or problem, but being able to understand the other person, the person that is in front of you. Now, why is it important to be compassionate in this world we're living now? Because we live in a community. We are born in a family. Since we are born, we have one person with us, at least mom, dad, we live in a community. We live in a family. We are part of a society. We are not individuals just moving in an island on our own. We are part of a system. So whatever I do affects someone else. If some other person do something right or wrong, it's gonna affect me in some way. Being compassionate, it's a way to open all these doors in which we all communicate and understand beyond what our eyes are seeing. If we are compassionate, we are able to make decisions from the heart and not from the brain. Normally we're trained to act in some way, and sometimes we just know, like, well, don't help the homeless, for example. Don't give him money. He's gonna use it for drugs. He's gonna use it for alcohol. Well, that's right. It's very, very sure that they're gonna use it for alcohol or drugs, but there's a lot behind those drugs and a lot behind that alcohol. That's a person that is suffering. That's a person that has a past, that was treated wrong, that was never loved, that maybe was, he lost his family. You never know what's behind, and that lead him or her to begin, I don't know, doing drugs and then being an addict or drinking or you name it. So on your side, in my side, it's not my job to judge. It's not my job, because that person is a whole book or it's a whole story. But as I'm part of this community and I'm in front of that person and I'm just watching, now it's there's a reason why I am there. So at least, like, being compassionate, it's not coming and solving the problem. It's just understanding that he's suffering or she's suffering. And sometimes just a smile or just a good morning, or just leaving the grocery store and buying a bunch of bananas for that homeless, just the point that, like, make that person feel that he or she matters for someone in some way. It's a whole difference. So when I talk about compassion, is being able to feel and to understand the other people or the other person's reality. In order for us to be compassionate and to feel compassion for others, we first need to be compassionate with our own selves. Like, you cannot give what you don't have. You cannot give what it's not inside of you. If you are a tree, I'm gonna use an example. If you're an apple tree just have apples to give, right? You cannot go for a pear or a peach or a watermelon because it's an apple tree. It just have apples to give. So let's first start working in being compassionate with our own selves by understanding our situation. Maybe you don't love the results that you're having right now in your life. Maybe you don't like to feel depressive. You don't like to feel anxious. Maybe your marriage it's a mess. Maybe you're not in the job that you like, and you keep blaming yourself, and you keep, like, pushing yourself and telling you stuff that it bothers you and makes you, and really it hurts you unconsciously and consciously as well. So why don't we, like, for today, just one day at a time, start being compassionate with your own self, being nice to yourself and saying, hey, this is not the job that I want. This is not what makes me happy every morning. But at least my kids, my wife, my home is running. They have food, they have a shelter, they are doing great. Maybe this is not the marriage that I want, But I'm in my process of moving on. I'm in my process of leaving the marriage. I already find out this is not for me, you know. And it's these little, at least once in the day, once in a while, start being compassionate with yourself. Then you're gonna see how you're gonna start doing it in more areas of your life. Once you really understand and love yourself by being compassionate, then it's gonna be so easy to do that with other people. So in this video, I just want to invite you to choose one thing in your life, just one, in which you're going to be compassionate with yourself and patient. Once you start being compassionate, then new doors start opening, you know. When you're in a war and you're just fighting against something like, I don't want to do this job, I don't want to live in this city, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to be in this relationship. It's a war, it's a fight. That's what you go through in life, war and problems and opposites. But when you start being compassionate, it's like a tiny light bright that starts like brightening out there. It's just like, well, maybe there is an option. Maybe things can change. Maybe there is an opportunity to do something different. So start being compassionate. I hope you really get this message, because it's really the first step to start loving yourself. Being compassionate, and then loving others. And imagine if this just keeps like unfolding in different scales, in different dimensions. I hope this information will help you and will inspire you to make a change in your life. I'll be following up with other videos and some other thoughts. Keep yourself happy, keep yourself healthy, mind, body, and spirit. I'll leave you my information at the end of the video if you need to ask for more on this topic. Have a great day.